Today is going to be very hard topic, at least for me, about toxic people, disrespectful people, bullying, suppressing emotions, and learned behaviors. So actually, I don't have a lot of toxic people around me, and I was able to just cut them off. I never had a friendship with them. I didn't have many of them in my family, besides only one actually person, which I don't have anymore in my life. The most toxic person and disrespectful, he was bullying me. That was my older brother. He was older than me for 3 years, and he actually got cancer, and his cancer was quite fast because he was young, and he passed away at age of 24. It was a rare cancer. When he got diagnosis, it was too late because it was stage 4. But I'd say he was disrespectful, not only on me. He didn't respect even his parents, my parents. And I think my parents just gave up. His personality was not really pleasant. So, and he was bullying me, at least when he got in teenage age. I don't recall much when we were younger. I don't know what kind of relationship we had, but he used to call me just stupid. And my reaction was no, which is not a really good reaction, actually. My mom taught me that if someone teasing you or say something, just don't react and say nothing to them and don't deal with such people. Yes, you don't want to deal with such people. That's a great advice. You just cut them off from your circle. But you cannot cut off if it's your mom, your dad, or your brother, because you live in the same household. At least back then I was living with my brother, my parents. I had a sister and another brother. We had 4 kids in our family. And actually, I can tell you, even if he was part of my family, I never miss him. I never miss him. I didn't lose anything in my life. He never respect me. He never tried to protect me from anything. He never helped me. And actually, I never care about what he thinks about me. Like, am I stupid or not? Am I beautiful or not? I don't care about that. His opinion never mattered to me. But I wouldn't respond to his attack. And what I can tell you, yes, even if you do not respond, you still have some feelings in your body. That's not fair. Someone should not be just pouring to you all these negative thoughts, because whenever he expressed his opinion, it was very far from reality, because no one else called me stupid. It's actually, I also get opposites. That's quite smart and talented. I never had any issues with academics. I had friends. I was having quite a good life. And he was only one who was making this stress. So actually, I never had any bullying at school. Even they tried me, because I never respond to that one. They never tried to bully me again. So in this case, if you do not reply to such attack, you kind of suppressing your emotion. You do not protect yourself. You don't have any boundaries, because that person actually crossed the line. Yes, the truth is, even you tell such toxic people that they are toxic and they are crossing the line, they don't get it. That's not the point why you need to say something to such people. It just, apparently, when I read a lot of book about traumas, and apparently, if you have some attack on yourself and you didn't do anything, there is no action, which means you suppress and it's staying in your body. And if you tell such person, your opinion doesn't matter to me, I don't care about your opinion, I didn't ask your opinion, or whenever polite version or less polite version, you need to tell them. Of course, I cannot tell him anymore because he is not here. He passed like almost 20 years ago. I was 21 back then, actually. And I had my best, probably, years in my life in university. Then within 1 year, I completed my university and just left my parent house. So here's the thing. So actually, a lot of people, when they say about bullying, they tell about bullying at school. I don't recall any topic when someone get bullied in family. It's probably not because a lot of people not comfortable to talk about that one. It's a kind of hard topic because you're supposed to be giving safe place in your house, but you get bullied. And I don't recall why I never complained about that to my parents. Maybe because I knew it's not gonna make any difference. I have no idea. I was trying to recollect and I was not able. I had to deal with that completely by myself. And of course, that was a lot of suppression emotion, because that's not really pleasant to hear that. And especially when your opinion completely opposite. A lot of people have completely opposite opinion on such topic. So after having so many years such learned behavior, when someone attacks me, I cannot defend myself. And now I realized why I have that. Because I thought when someone attacked me, I'm going to freeze respond. When that's a lot of, if you go on YouTube, you will see a lot of videos about freeze response. And I thought I have this freeze response for some reason. I don't recall exactly. But now I understand. I have that freeze response, but it's not freeze response actually. It's just my learned behavior. My mom taught me, do not react like they do not deserve even your reply. That's what mom said. Yes, they do not deserve your reply and defend yourself. But you need to make that line and tell them, you cross the line. I don't want to hear that. It's not pleasant. And why are you telling me? There is no reason to ask them why they're telling you. They for sure have their own problem. You don't want to go to that topic, but you need to say that I didn't ask your opinion. But it's easier to say such thing for some people, like to complete stranger people. I don't have problem to say them. I might not even react and say anything, but I usually do not have such problem. Usually all these toxic people apparently on your work, on your team, on your family, friends. Friends never ask me anything like that, actually. I never had problem with my friends. And I recall in my home country, usually any woman, any single woman will hear that this is like a really uncomfortable question. When you're gonna be married and when you're gonna have kids? And I was surprised when I got in America and I would ask that question twice. And that's interesting. It was on my workplace. For people who I would have them such, small talk conversations, that's it. And my always reaction was to make a joke on it or say something. And back then I come up with excuse why I don't have kids. I told them my husband doesn't want them. And usually one conversation basically ended on that point. Another one, that was a man, and he said, oh, I understand him. They're screaming like, whining, crying so much. I can understand him. He was quite old, like the same age as my husband. But basically that conversation ended. But in reality, we shouldn't be converting that uncomfortable topic into joke. We should be saying, if you cannot tell them, none of your business, which is not polite version, basically, you should be telling them, I'm not comfortable to discuss this topic. And that's it. Or don't ask me, please. Or whatever. Because I guess these two people, they didn't get, they shouldn't be asking that question. Or at least they should have like, can I ask a very personal question? If you don't comfortable, you shouldn't be answering that one. But no, they get like straight like, when are you gonna have kids? Like what? And unfortunately, because all this situation are kind of very unpredictable, and you go to freeze response and you think like, oh, you have like trauma or whatever, like freeze response. No, think about it. Maybe it's learned behavior. I have a kiddo, and when we go in playground very often, and I hear a lot, that's not nice, that's not nice, when kiddo telling something or having some behavior, they do not explain why, they just say that's not nice. And it's not a good message, actually. Maybe you hear that a lot when you were a kid. Think about it. And now you're suppressing basically anything, because you shouldn't be suppressing your emotion. You shouldn't be getting to a more polite version of whenever you're supposed to say, instead of I don't like you, or saying something more polite. I want to play by myself right now, for example, instead of I don't want to play with you, or I don't like you, or whatever. Like more polite version. Nothing wrong with you. I just don't want to play with you right now. I want to be alone, or whatever. So, I think I covered whatever I want to talk about it. In any case, leave me a comment below if you have this issue in life, anything strike you, or another case is people-pleasing. Maybe you have a people-pleasing issue. I don't have, I don't think so. That's my thing. And by the way, I'm not like a person who completely cannot defend. That's not. I only cannot defend myself when something like completely stupid show up. I can defend myself. I was younger than 30 years old, and I was 3 times in small court. I can defend myself if like I know my rights. I can go and defend myself. But when I have this uncomfortable question, something stupid, and completely unfair, bullying. I don't have strategy how to react and what to do on such things. And now I'm learning that one. At first, you need to notice that one. Okay, I had something in the past, I didn't react. This is what I should be doing next time. This is how I need to defend myself, or at least like another completely unexpected question for me was on my work in US. By the way, I never had I had 4 companies in my home country. Even I consider that mostly like toxic environment. I never had any issues on my work like bullying and everything like that. And only in US, one of my bosses asked like, why your performance so low? Like, what? Really? And I didn't know actually what to say. It was completely unexpected to me. I didn't say anything. I didn't defend myself. And he was like, oh, keep talking. Oh, if you need some help, like ask me. But in that situation, I should be asking him, how do you measure my performance? So how can he even come up with such a conclusion that my performance is low? And do you think they fired me? No. Do you think anything changed whatever I was performing in my work? No. That conversation was completely useless. I don't know what he was having at his mind, but this completely was useless for me at all. Because he didn't elaborate, I didn't ask question, how do you measure and what I'm supposed to be doing. He said, like, if you need some help, to ask him. I never needed any help. I don't know, maybe they expected to me work 12 hours per day and have, like, of course, better performance than anyone who will work like 8 hours per day. I don't know. But it doesn't matter right now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I will have a program, 4 weeks program for doing somatic exercises. It's completely free. And it can change a lot of in your life. Releasing trauma as well. I already did. I still need to do that going forward because I don't think I have really solved my traumas. Thanks again. Leave me a comment below. Bye.